Okay, people, before we get started, I just wanted to remind you guys to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to get all notifications. We drop new episodes of FORNEVERNEWS every Saturday, 12 p.m. EST, and throughout the week, we upload some of those segments into smaller videos for your viewing pleasure. So yeah, hit those buttons. I'd greatly appreciate it. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Terrible news for fans of the voice actor that plays Ichigo Kurosaki. He also plays Vash the Stampede and Trigun. Well, the old Trigun. I'm not sure if he'll be playing now. He's a legendary voice actor. You may know of him from even Code Geass, Lelouch v Britannia, Johnny Yong Bosch. Johnny Yong Bosch recently was in a terrible incident that I'm glad that seemingly he's okay and he survived it, but this was bad. Because over on Johnny Yong Bosch's Twitter, he wrote, "This happened as we were headed to our film location today. My side had to climb out the back. Lucky to still be here. Pay attention. Get off your cell phones and drive safe. See some of you tomorrow for Anime Houston Con." So as Johnny Yong Bosch was headed over to a convention, Anime Houston, apparently he got into this wreck that I'm looking at the vehicle right now. This car is completely totaled. You see the airbags went off. You see this car is just, is scrapped. So I can only imagine what the hell happened in there. On top of that, they had to climb out of the back. Wow. I hope that Johnny Yong Bosch is okay. I mean, he seemingly must have been okay enough if he was like, "Yo, I'll see you at Anime Houston." By the graces of God, he was able to seemingly escape that with hopefully minor injuries. He didn't really elaborate any further into what the hell happened, but my God, that is a scary one, especially considering the fact that Johnny Yong Bosch is already a legend, and anybody, let me just be clear, nobody should have to deal with something like that. That is a horrendous accident. But on top of all that, with everything going on right now, Bleach returning, Johnny, we need you. I'm so happy that you're okay. I'm so happy that this was just, a freak accident, but you managed to survive, and I hope that just everyone in that car was okay. And wow, these are some scary times, dog. You just always never know what the hell could happen to anybody around you. That's why I continue to push the message. I don't care. If you got people that you love, keep them close. Watch them the best you can, because you don't know what this life could bring. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's been taking loss after loss, and I'm just really happy and thankful that Johnny Yong Bosch is okay, and whoever he was in that car with hopefully was okay too, because, I mean, just look at this shit, dog. This car is completely totaled. I can't even believe this right now. That's freaking nuts. I'm glad he's okay. Shout out to you, Johnny. If you see this, salute. You're a legend already, and I'm just so happy that you survived that, because, yeah, that could have ended up really, really in a bad way, and thank God it didn't. Shout outs to you, man. Tokyo Revengers fans, the success is still growing of the series. Y'all already know it's been up and down. While the anime was airing, everybody was just calling it like the greatest thing ever. Well, not everybody, because in the West, people have felt a little bit skeptical about it because of the way gang culture was presented, and it was just unrelatable to Western gang cultures and all that stuff, which is crazy to say. But yeah, either way, Tokyo Revengers, it shows that for whatever reason, it resonates just so much more with Japan than outside of Japan. Because granted, it does have success outside of Japan, but according to this, it says Tokyo Revengers by Ken Wakui, as of July 2022, has 7 million copies in circulation in the rest of the world, 18 countries. Between June 2021 and July 2022, the circulation number has multiplied by 30 times around. But the thing about it is that Tokyo Revengers has 65 million copies in circulation worldwide. So it's 58 million in Japan and only 7 outside of Japan. So this is one of those cases, kind of to a certain degree, but not really, like One Piece, where One Piece, like 90% of its sales is from Japan and the rest is from, like, Europe and the West and all of that good stuff and whatnot. But yeah, that seems to be the case of what I've been saying for a while now, how a lot of people over here in the West, for whatever reason, excluding me, because I actually love Tokyo Revengers for the most part, they really don't rock with Tokyo Revengers as much as Japan. Like, I believe last year, was it the second or third biggest selling manga of the year? Like, it was a huge thing, but again, in Japan. And I could also attribute some of this to the fact that Tokyo Revengers, I believe over here in the West, just started getting releases. Like the omnibuses, if I'm not mistaken, they maybe are a volume or 2 into it, and I only just saw it at a convention, now that I think about it, the first time I ever saw a Tokyo Revengers volume. So Tokyo Revengers, you could also throw the argument that hey, it's not going to sell that much because it hasn't been widely distributed outside of Japan. But I'm going to also throw in there that from my viewing of seeing the landscape of anime and manga fandom, Tokyo Revengers is more so popular over there in Japan than the rest of the world. And it's clear because 58 million in Japan, 7 million outside, which 7 million is still great. The fact that you're able to penetrate other markets in the millions, that's fantastic. But yeah, it just reminds me of like One Piece, where it's huge in Japan, inside outside of Japan. One Piece fans, I got some information for you regarding Oda, regarding the end of One Piece, or the whole story of One Piece, shall I say, and just some very interesting tidbits that I didn't expect to have, but I got them for you. Let's read. For starters, it says some brief information. 24 years ago, Eiichiro Oda revealed the whole story of One Piece until the very end to the director of Film Red. The director recently wished that the manga would end soon because it was so hard for him to not say anything. The original voices of the Straw Hats don't know the ending. So that's crazy. 24 years ago. I mean, I'd imagine a lot of stuff has changed over time. Granted, he probably said maybe like, you know, Odin was going to do this and Odin did it slightly different, but Oda has said that there's certain things that are cemented in stone that he is not changing. So that's crazy that this dude knows the ending. And also he's probably speaking on and saying that now because, hello, One Piece final arc, it is actually coming to a close after a bajillion freaking years. So that was the first thing. Then Oda said that he earned a lot of money, but he only liked his ridiculous drawing, so he spent his money on ridiculous things like his dragon bath and his shark toilet. What the oh my god, is this Oda's real house? No fucking way. This, yo, Oda is eccentric as hell, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm not mad at it. I don't know if I had that type of money, because Oda clearly a multi-millionaire, but dog has like a Jaws thing over his. I would be so freaking scared to take a dump. I'm not even gonna lie. I wouldn't be like Yami from Black Clover enjoying it. I would be scared to death. Yo, is this shit gonna fall on me and bite my head off? And then the bathtub, that actually looks really chill and enjoyable. So crazy stuff. Oda spending his money on eccentricities. Is that even a freaking word? Yeah. In Oda's living room is a 100-inch TV. God damn, Oda, you living big. A store clerk advised him to buy a 90-inch one, but Oda insisted on a larger size that would be better for surprising his friends. Since screen was too big to fit through the front door, he had to tear down the wall of his house to get it in. Jeez, dog. And I thought I had a big TV. I'm like, yo, yeah, I got a 70-inch TV, but Oda here with a freaking 100-inch TV tearing down walls. That's when you have that type of money that you don't even know what the hell to do with it anymore, especially considering that Oda's entire life is dedicated to drawing. It's not like he gets to enjoy much of, you know, the things that he could buy or whatnot. So he buys what he can enjoy. Hey, you got to use the bathroom at some point, right? Let me enjoy an eccentric bath and an eccentric dump. And hey, I'd imagine while he's drawing, he could have that TV on all freaking day playing whatever he wants. So yeah, that's kind of cool, I guess, now that I think about it, that he's buying things, if you really think that he can actually enjoy, considering his very, very ridiculous schedule and lifestyle of being a manga artist.
I have a dream, alone in my room as I sit with the tea. Couldn't possibly think what I often see, and you don't even know how I often blink. Lights be flashing and looking at me, such a odd unique, yet I'm so unique and you're looking at me. If the walls could talk, they would probably read Bleach, and I'd probably say, bitch, get the fuck off me.